Instagram announces a new PG-13 feature that they say will help protect teenagers. Well, we spoke to their global director of policy yesterday morning.
We want parents to really believe that when their teenagers are coming to Instagram, they have confidence that the kind of experience they're having is very, very similar to a PG-13 movie. If they search for a word like alcohol, well, again, you know, in and of itself, it's an okay word, but we don't want teens to be finding content on Instagram that has alcohol or paraphernalia, drug paraphernalia.
But is that enough? Here to discuss is our panel of parents. We have Dominic Ciccarelli. He is a father of a 15-year-old and an 11-year-old. We have Robin Ryder. She is a mom of a 13-year-old son and father of two. Raj Goyal, who is the founder of Phone Free New York and is running for New York State. Is it controller or comptroller?
Comptroller,
What's the right way to say it? In journalism school, they were like, call it a controller.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but comptroller. We're going to go with that one. Thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate it. Now, Raj, you've been on our show talking about how you wanted phone-free schools in New York. Congratulations on your success with that. What do you think about this PG-13 limit for our children on their phones?
Yeah, I think we have to be realistic and call it what it is, which is it's window dressing. We knew that Instagram Teen wasn't safe. You know, one thing I like to say is McDonald's is in the business of selling hamburgers. Right. So these platforms and Instagram are in the business of selling kids being addicted to scrolling. And really nothing can fundamentally change that. Yeah. You know, you mentioned Governor Hochul. I was proud to partner with her. We got the largest cell phone ban in schools in the country through here in New York. It's a smashing success. So we know that the new studies are out that the more you're on social media, your educational outcomes go down, your memory decreases, and of course there's the mental health crisis among our teens, especially teen girls. We need to lean into this. There is a bipartisan law in Washington called the Kids Online Safety Act. What issue in America has 91 votes in the U.S. Senate? Democrats, Republicans, independents.
Right, bipartisan.
That's the kind of step we need to take.
Okay, now, Robin, you had a talk with your son. Tell us about that.
So we recently celebrated Yom Kippur, and one of the things we discussed was how we want to improve ourselves in the coming year. And he initiated the conversation and said that he would like to be on his screen less, which was great and surprising.
Yes.
So we talked about the best way to achieve that and decided that I was able to set up settings for him on my iPhone because we're on a family account, so I'm able to limit him not only in the number of hours that he's on screen, but the different apps. So I was able to pick and choose which ones.
You were able to choose the ones that are appropriate for his age.
Right, and the ones that I feel are a little bit more problematic than others. Yeah.
Dominic, what do you think about the PG-13 idea?
I think it's a great step in the right direction. I think the home is where really we need to govern and set standards and rules on how much time our kids are online. I think there are definitely benefits to social media, specifically Instagram, right? It's a way to stay connected with your friends and family, community, self-expression. People are very creative on there. But the downsides far outweigh the benefits.
You're in the thick of it. You have a 15-year-old and an 11-year-old.
I have a sophomore in high school. I have a 6th grader, and they're just addicted to these phones.
Yeah.
And the mental health issues, like Raj said, that come with it, the doom scrolling, I call it, the dopamine addiction. Some of these children, you take their phones away, and they have full-on panic attacks because they can't be connected, and it's this safety device, this almost like this pillow that you used to carry around as a kid, or this teddy bear. And it's a real problem, and I think that it's a great direction. I'm not a professional in the space, but for Meta to be doing this, but I really want to hone in. I think the home is where we need to start governing more and create more restrictions on time.
Yeah. Now, Raj, you're friends with Jonathan Haidt, and he is famous for writing the book, The Anxious Generation. He's an expert on this. I know he helped you with the legislation in New York. He's calling for parents to encourage more movie nights. A great idea. But what do you do when you sit down for movie night with your children and then they're still on their phones while they're watching a movie?
Well, I guess our biggest issue in our family is picking which movie. But the popcorn helps a lot. It is absolutely the case because, you know, when you're watching a movie, it is actually a communal thing. And so one of the things that John Haidt has talked about, I'm so glad he got it out there, which is it's actually looking at that phone, that dopamine hit from scrolling we can all relate to. Look, let's be honest, we're all addicted to our phones, but at least we're adults and our cerebral cortex, it may not function as well as we'd like, but it's fully formed. For kids, their neurons are still firing.
Yeah, Robin?
What was
Movie night.
Oh, movie night, yes. So, it's interesting because I do try to encourage that we watch movies together. And I think what I've noticed as screen time increased as he got older was his attention span to a movie. They're so used to scrolling 30-second clips that they're constantly switching what they're seeing. So the focus on a movie, in my opinion, has become a little bit more difficult. So I think it's a great idea because it's really not only helping them to connect with their family and have something to discuss afterwards, but learning how to maintain focus on something for more than 30 seconds.
Okay, we've got to leave it here, Dominic. I'll ask you the first question next time you're on our panel.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.